I was driving along, it was midday. It was July 5th, it was 2007, and basically we ran over a bomb, an IED. When I gained consciousness, I remember the other vehicles from the north side coming to help us out as we were being ambushed, and I saw their vehicle, their Bradley, engulfed, by a big ball, of smoke and fire.
It's like a movie that has no end. It just keeps replaying. You can't sleep because your body is so wound up. You're hypervigilant. You're looking back and front and forward, and you don't trust people. You don't know what they're going to do.
I felt like I was very hopeless and nobody, could help me or nobody could understand me. I couldn't maintain a job. I was destroying my entire life as well as people's lives around me. And I didn't really see myself ever getting better.
I would try to seek a lot of thrills or, try to get that adrenaline rush, and it was basically through bad means. I didn't want to get any help, I'm fine, nothing's wrong with me, but there's a lot of my actions that said differently.
The Restore program saved my life. They gave me a new understanding of myself.
If we look at people coming back from Iraq and Afghanistan who have been in combat, about 1 out of 10 of them will suffer from post-traumatic stress disorder. That's a very large number. Exposure therapy is a treatment that's been around for about 50 years. It has the most scientific research, the most evidence behind it. In exposure therapy, what we do is we expose people to what it is that created their fear. They have to get in touch with exactly what happened. So here at UCF, we are making exposure therapy even better in the case of combat-related post-traumatic stress disorder by adding virtual reality and creating a more powerful treatment.
Describe in detail what you remember from that ID. Smoke, seeing clay and asphalt in the air. The smell of the smoke going by.
In each case, for each person, we recreate exactly what they saw, exactly what they heard, and exactly what they smelled. In the case of explosions, we can also recreate the sensation of an explosion.
From the outside, you look at it and it's like, oh, well, it's just a face mask and some stuff, but the way that it stimulates your brain and takes you right back to there. It's pretty crazy.
We have 2 programs. One is a 17-week program, which is very useful for people who live in the Orlando area, and you might think of it as an outpatient program. The 3-week program is quite unique. It's the only one of its kind in the country. That treatment so far has led to an incredible response rate. More than 60% of people who come through our 3-week program no longer meet diagnostic criteria for post-traumatic stress disorder at the end of the treatment. And 6 months later, they're continuing to maintain their treatment gains.
They definitely gave me the tools to be able to help myself out. It's never going away. It's still there, but it's just being able to control it and manage it. Everyday life, I'm doing exposure therapy because I'm driving by things on the side of the road, and if it spikes me up to a 4 or a 5 when I was at a 2, I'll turn around, go drive by it again until I'm down at that 2. And then I'm like, all right, just some trash.
We get people who failed out of other treatment programs. We treat active duty soldiers as well, and we can treat them in an environment that allows them to feel that all their information will remain confidential. We can also treat people who received a less than honorable discharge. In many cases, it's because they have post-traumatic stress disorder. UCF can stand as a beacon of hope for people who might not have any other options. So they come here because they think this might be their last chance.
The suicide rate right now is ridiculous, and that it needs to come down, and programs like this are what is going to help to bring that down as a nation.
We are in our last year of funding for this particular program, and we don't want to have to close the doors. The military funds the development of programs. It funds the examination of the program's effectiveness. It does not fund the continuing clinical services of this program. So what we are doing is looking for other sources of funding to help the clinics stay open.
We need help, to grow this program and make it available to folks that have served the country.
Quality of life for me and my family is totally opposite of what it could have been. You know, I could be in jail or I could be dead. And, you know, that's definitely not an option now.
We know that no matter how hard we try, we will never be able to treat everyone who needs us. We want to be the place where people can come to learn the scientifically based treatments and then provide everyone with PTSD with the services that they need.
My life now is going really well. I'm at a point right now where I'm actually trying to find a career. You know, I want to kind of establish myself and kind of build up from there.
It's easy to say, thank you for your service. We need to do more than that. We need to provide them with the help they need because they certainly have provided us with the help that we need.
No soldier left behind, that was our thing. And, you know, in combat, I think that should be here on the home front as well.